Hi Virgo and Virgo rising. Here's your horoscope for November 2024. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, eclipse season is behind us and now we're moving into sort of a new phase and a new period. And this is because last month we had that solar eclipse right there in the second house of income and value. So for many of you, you're going to be focusing on your partnerships this month. You're going to be focusing on the future. You're going to have all kinds of ideas percolating and you're feeling much more passionate about, what you're doing and where you're going. Now, looking at the astrology here, we do see a lot of planets in water signs. So this is a very emotional time for many, especially going from October into November. We're in Scorpio season right now, and your ruler, Mercury, is in Scorpio as well as we start off the month. So there's a lot of intensity. There's a lot of thought. There's a lot of, figuring things out right now as we begin the month. And so we also have this weird alignment between Mars and Pluto. And this is going to be very strong as it started last month. And now it's going to hit on the 3rd of November, which is a lot of pressure and tension. And, if you live in the United States, it probably has to do with society and the elections and what's going on. So, but whatever it is, it's going to motivate us. So Mars and Pluto definitely light a fire under us to kind of move in a new direction or change something about what we're doing. And so this month, it's all about relationships. It's all about ideas. It's all about the home front, the second part of the month. So there's a lot of focus on that as well. And so this month, as we start off, we have a new moon in Scorpio right there, right at the beginning of the month on the 1st. It's going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So wherever that is in your actual birth chart, that's the area you want to look at. Now, of course, this reading is for anyone who has a sun sign in Virgo or a rising sign in Virgo. This is a general sun sign reading using Western astrology, tropical, and whole house system. It's a very general overview, okay? Because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birth chart and birthday is completely different. So take everything, and if you know your own birth chart, you'll be able to see it a lot better. But again, it's a very general overview of what I see here. So the new moon is going to activate this third house of communication, ideas, short-term travel. So for many of you, you're definitely interested in new concepts. You want change. There's a strong desire. You're chopping at the bit for some sort of change. But because it's Scorpio energy, this will enhance more thinking, more processing of information. So be careful to slow yourself down and take care of yourself a little bit, with health-wise and so on, because, you're one of the signs that has a lot of nervous energy and you're really smart, and then you tend to overthink things, and then your body starts activating all that nervous energy. So this one is absolutely about new ideas and self-expression. So if you're thinking about writing a book or doing podcast or filming or something along those lines, you might want to dive into it and research it and, put the wheels in motion. So this is going to be very beneficial for that. It's also communicating with neighbors and other people in your life. This is going to be really important this month. Now, Mercury enters Sagittarius, and that's your ruler, and it's going to go into the 4th house. So this has a lot to do with the home, feelings, and foundation. So maybe you're talking to family members. Maybe you're thinking about some sort of land development. Maybe you're thinking about remodeling. Maybe you're thinking about traveling to a neighborhood that you've been to before. This is what Mercury is going to do going through this 4th house. But this time it's very special because at the end of the month, Mercury will go retrograde. Yes, the last retrograde of 2024. And it'll be in the 4th house. So absolutely things pertaining to the home, land, family, feelings, foundation are going to be on the table for an extended long period of time this month and into the next month. So we'll cover the retrograde towards the end of this video. But this is going to be beneficial because Mercury in Sagittarius is not that bad. It's optimistic. It tends to see everything on the brighter side. And it gives you a bit of visionary ability as well. So let's not discount that. But it absolutely has to do with the foundation. So keep an eye on that one. Now here's that big alignment I was talking to you about, Mars opposing Pluto. This is going to be exact at around like 6:30 in the morning on the 3rd. And this is going to be intense energy. So you might wake up that morning feeling, what the hell is going on? I got to get out. I got to go to the gym. I got to go wrestle, what I got to do for the day. And so the energy might be very high. So pay attention. It could have something to do with your children because Mars is in Cancer. It could have something to do with your work or a creative project that you're feeling super excited about that you're taking the initiative on. And so this is going to be really a time where the motivation level should be quite high as we go into November. And you're working on different things either around the home or with friends and family. And that's what I'm seeing here. And so these projects were probably in the works a while back, and now they're coming to the forefront. So take advantage of that. Now, Mars enters Leo on the 4th. Now, Mars in Leo is very creative, and it'll be in this 12th house for the next 6 weeks for many of you. Mars in the 12th house tends to work by itself. It likes to do things on the back end like art or crafts or something along those lines. It's very spiritual in nature here. But sometimes the motivation is not that strong when Mars is in the 12th house. So just be mindful of that, okay? And so we're looking at a Mars that's going to be sort of elevated in a sense because it's in a fire sign like Mars is. Mars is a fire sign and Leo is a fire sign. So it's in an element that it works very well with itself, okay? And it's going to be favorably aligned for a short period of time to Mercury. So you're raring to go around the house and you want to get stuff done. And so this is going to be an important time with this Mars working behind the scenes and being very creative. So take advantage of that over the next 6 weeks or so. Now, Venus enters Capricorn on the 11th and 12th, adding more creativity into the mix. Venus traveling through the 5th house is very loving. It's very creative. It wants to engage in conversation. It's in Capricorn, so it could be very organized and meticulous, but it has to do with having fun and creative endeavors. So between Venus here and Mars here, you should be really busy with your projects or your endeavors or whatever it is that you're working on. Maybe you're working with your children. Maybe you're helping them with projects around their house, whatever it is, you're serious about it and you're serious about getting it done. So this could be a really good time for many of you to take advantage of this energy that's coming in that really looks good because it's also in another earth sign like yours. Venus is in Capricorn. And so when it comes to love, this is about sort of making sure that that other person is a good hard worker and it will be a good provider. And, the romance is kind of on the back burner. So, but it is about getting serious about relationships, whether they're personal or business. Now, more good news. Saturn goes direct in Pisces on the 15th, right? There it is in stationary position. And so now this is going to be very helpful because when it moves direct, there's a relief or there's a understanding that it's time to move on with this person or that person, and maybe we could get something done. More so, when Saturn's retrograde and Neptune has been retrograde in their 7th house, it's like you just want to be by yourself, and the people, unless they're very spiritual or respect your privacy, it's just like relationships have been a bit difficult because of this. Saturn is restrictive, Neptune is fantasy oriented and illusion and sometimes confusing. So, but Saturn moving direct is going to help with relationships. So this could be business partnerships, this could be new friendships, this could be working in the community and meeting new people. This is all on the table this month. Now, the full moon is also going to happen on the same day, and there it is right there. It's going to be at 24 degrees of Taurus. And so what that means is it's going to be conjunct Uranus, unpredictable wild card Uranus. And so this is in the 9th house. Pay close attention to your intuition because this is about the future. This is a visionary alignment. This is about seeing things suddenly and out of nowhere, getting that premonition feeling. And so this is going to be very beneficial for short-term traveling, sudden changes in your current environment, maybe changes to your investments or financial matters. This is all on the table as well. I don't see this as a bad thing because it's making favorable alignments to Pluto as well. So we could be in for some major surprises here, and maybe it has something to do with the economy, because we know the financial system's changing. And so it's also making a favorable alignment to Neptune. So I'm seeing some nice things coming out of this. So they may actually surprise you of what this full moon brings for many of you. So keep an open mind and see where it goes. Now, Pluto re-enters Aquarius and stays in Aquarius this time for the next 18 and a half years. Right there in your 6th house of health and service and daily routine. So Pluto in this sector is going to revolutionize how you do things in your life. Virgos are usually pretty meticulous and organized and a bit OCD. With Pluto here, it's saying, let's change up this routine. Let's change up these habits. Let's stop doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same results. That's what Pluto is going to do in the 6th house over the next 18 years. It's going to change your job. It's going to change your physical appearance. It's going to change how you interact with other people. It'll change how you interact with animals. This is everything associated with the 6th house. And because Aquarius is about innovation and change and not doing the same things the same way, and Pluto's about transformation. So this is going to be a big alignment for many of you. So keep an eye on that one. Now, the Sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st and 22nd, right there once again in that 4th house of home, feeling, and foundation. So what this is suggesting is spending time around the family, spending time at home. Maybe you're speculating on real estate. Maybe you're thinking about selling your real estate. Maybe you're thinking about buying real estate. This is all of that. Maybe you're doing something to remodel your house. But when it's in Sagittarius, there's a tendency to want to travel, want to learn. And so maybe you're going to a place you've been before. Maybe you want to travel more. You know, you're feeling like you got to spread your wings in some way. We see the Sun also making an alignment to Pluto. So absolutely, wanting to change up your routine is absolutely going to be the theme here as the Sun makes its way through that 4th house. But we also have the Mercury retrograde, which starts on the 25th and ends on December the 15th. And it's going to be in Sagittarius. So again, the past comes a calling. And so you'll be thinking about the past, and you'll be thinking about places you've been before, and you'll be thinking about every possibility having to do with the home, feeling, and foundation. And so nothing wrong with that. Mercury does work well in Sagittarius. And so my suggestion is have some fun with these two in the 4th house. Go visit some people, have some laughter, enjoy yourself. This could be very positive for many of you, okay? Anyway, there you have it. I wanted to let you know about a new program that I'm starting this month, and I'm doing extended horoscope readings for each sign, but I'm doing them in my private community. So I've left the link down below, and there's added bonus here. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into your chart, and I'm going to show you some of the alignments that are occurring. And in my community, I teach astrology twice a month. Every week we have a Zoom call. I do weekly astrology overview, and we talk about the topics that are going on in current events. We talk about charts for famous people and people that are in the news. We go over all kinds of stuff in there, and you get to interact with me. You get to ask me questions every week, on the Zoom calls. And if you know your birth chart, I could absolutely help you with that. And so, it's really, the community is growing, and it's great. And so consider joining the inner circle. There's a lot of benefits, and especially in the next 6 months to a year, where there's going to be tremendous amounts of changes occurring to society. And in the inner circle, I talk a lot more in depth with the participants. So anyway, I left the link down below. Have a great month, Virgo, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.